How's it going, awesome people? This is Dragonball Awesome, and here is everything we know about the 2015 Dragon Ball Z movie, Resurrection of F. We're going to start out with a little bit of a summary of the 2013 Dragon Ball movie, Battle of Gods. If you haven't seen that yet, you should probably go watch it. In my opinion, it's not the best Dragon Ball anime that's out there, but it definitely serves as a good introduction to this new series of movies that are coming out. In Battle of Gods, we were introduced to two new characters, Lord Beerus and his teacher Whis. These two new characters are gods, not in the way that the Kais used to be viewed as gods. The Kais actually fear the gods and they bow down to them. These are actual gods. They are insanely powerful, and they take the Dragon Ball Z universe to a whole new level. Beerus is the god of destruction, and he is shocked to find out that Goku killed Frieza. This shows that Beerus at least had some sort of an interest in Frieza. Beerus then remembers hearing about a Super Saiyan god, and he seeks out Goku and the other Saiyans to see if they know anything about it. Eventually, Goku becomes a Super Saiyan god, and he fights Beerus. Neither fighter goes to their 100% limits, but they end the fight with a mutual respect for one another, and Goku's body adapts to his god form and becomes much more powerful as a result. At the end of the movie, Beerus explains that there are many different universes, each with their own gods, and that he is not the strongest god around. Beerus takes off, and everything sort of goes back to normal. This opens up the Dragon Ball universe to become more of a Dragon Ball multiverse, and the strength of some of these foes out there must be unimaginable. This brings us up to the brand new movie coming out this year. It's called Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F. The F stands for Frieza. The best Dragon Ball Z villain makes a return, and it turns out that this isn't even his final form. Rumor has it that Frieza's new form might be a god form, and of course that makes perfect sense. But this video isn't about speculation, so here is what we know for sure. Akira Toriyama wrote this screenplay and he designed the characters. This is huge news for Dragon Ball Z fans because one of the coolest things about the series is that it all came from one man's genius mind. The movie will introduce these two new characters, Sorbet and Tacoma. They are surviving members of Frieza's army. Sorbet is named after a frozen dessert, and Tacoma is named after the Japanese word for egg, and he has an egg-shaped head. Classic Toriyama. We don't know how powerful these two are, but it is clear that they are wearing new and improved armor, and they have fancy new scouters. I hope they go above 9,000 because when Krillin takes a poop, his power level would break the old scouters. Sorbet and Tacoma come to Earth, and they use the Dragon Balls to resurrect Frieza. In the trailer, Piccolo says that Frieza has returned a monster in a totally different league from before. Frieza has a huge army on Earth in this movie, so that opens up the possibility of some of the weaker characters actually having a purpose. I'd love to see Roshi blast some fools with an original Kamehameha, and he can be seen here looking pretty badass actually. In the trailer, there was a character standing with the group that doesn't really look familiar to me. I think that this character is Goten, who's now a teenager. That's my best guess anyway. And that would put this movie quite a few years later in time than Battle of Gods was. There will be a manga version of the movie released in Japan, and I'm sure that it'll make its way to the rest of the world eventually. The movie is coming out in Japan in April of 2015 in both 2D and 3D. And I hope they learn their lesson and release it to the English world sooner than they did with Battle of Gods. Because it's really hard not giving in and watching a bootleg version, which would really ruin the movie. How are we supposed to wait? It's Dragon Ball. So that summarizes what we know about the movie, and that concludes the first video on this great new channel, Dragon Ball Awesome. Please share this video, give it a like, and subscribe if you want to see some more awesome Dragon Ball content. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again, awesome people.